and welcome to the Preteen Fun Channel. And today we will be making lipstick with crayons. For the ingredients, you will need honey, some vanilla, maybe like a little bit less of a lidful, petroleum jelly, coconut oil. You will need a jar, maybe not like a big jar, but you will need a jar that maybe comes a little bit over where the can is. You will need a pot. You will need a knife and measuring spoons. The measuring spoons will need 1 teaspoon. Colored crayons. Really, with the crayon lipstick, you can make with any color crayon lipstick you would have in crayon jelly. Today we're going to be making red, but you can really make any color of crayons. You will need lipstick containers. Make sure they're emptied out. And here, I just have 3 containers. Oops. 3 containers for leftovers. Like, really, if you really like the color that you're making and you have leftovers, you can just use them in the containers. Next, you take your pot, you fill it up about halfway with water, maybe a little bit under, and you let it boil. Once it's done boiling, you take it off the heated surface just so the jar that you're putting in doesn't break, and you carefully, without burning yourself, put the jar in the water. And then you put it back on the heated surface. You're not supposed to put the jar in the water while it's on the heated surface just so it doesn't break. Now you take your half a crayon. This was a crayon. Now it's half. And you put it in the jar. Next, you take some coconut oil. You only take a teaspoon of coconut oil. You take a teaspoon of coconut oil and plop it right in the jar. Then you take your petroleum jelly and you take a teaspoon of that. Oh, I got a little bit too much. And you put that in the jar as well. Woo. Put that in the jar as well. And then you have to kind of estimate how much honey you put in. I usually put only like a little bit in. And then vanilla is optional. The last time we put vanilla in one of our lipsticks, it kind of, like when you rolled up the lipstick, it kind of made it ooze brown liquid. I don't know why. Vanilla's optional. You only have to put a little bit in. That's only what we're going to do. Put like a tiny drop in. Like about that much. And you put that in your jar as well. Now, once the crayon is completely melted, you just stir up the stuff in the underneath, just so there's not any chunks, because if there's chunks in it, you really don't want chunky lipstick. So you just have to stir it up. And once all the chunks are gone, you take the pot, you take the jar, not the pot. You take the jar and you take it over to where you're going to pour it in the lipstick containers. That's good. Now you see that there is no chunks in the liquid. And once there's no chunks, you are now able to carefully, without spilling it, put your lipstick in the container.